YouTube? Antics here with the swole on the fro on, and if you need the explainer, I'm the Alpha Tamer, and it is the Friday of Digimon Nationals, ending the 2024 season, but it's January 2025. A very special weekend for me because not only am I playing to hopefully get my very first big event win, but also it is leading into my birthday. So it's my birthday weekends. I'm really excited because I get to see a bunch of my friends. I get to compete. I'm hoping that I actually do the vlog this time. And I know I've become known for being kind of the deck profile guy at like offline events, but like vlogging is what I really want to do, is what I'm really passionate about. So with that being said, first stop is early registration. Second stop is 1.0 Blue Omni mirrors with my good friend Ryan Neighbor, who's been on the channel twice. Extraordinary talent, actually commentating this weekend, which is sick. But we're gonna just have some fun and play some Blue Omni mirrors. So let's go do it. Okay, so I guess I can get a little content while I'm walking there. First off, the weather here is beautiful. I lucked out. I went with what I would consider the closest option to the actual competition venue, and I lucked out because I didn't realize I picked the hotel that is connected to the venue. So I get to walk there, which is ideal for saving money. If you know, you know. We'd rather spend money on max rarity decks, not on Ubers. So let's go find the place. YouTube, I found this guy. Been looking for him all day. So I know I said I was going to do 1.0 mirrors against him, but we thought of a way better idea. We want to put the 1.0 decks in the hands of players who didn't start playing the game until at least after BT4. So they have no idea what the format was like. We're gonna make them play against each other just to see what that looks like, to see if they can figure out the deck, figure out what value meant back then versus what it means like right now. So enjoy the games. Alright YouTube, so we just wrapped up some deck profiles. Just did 2 of the top cut deck profiles. I'll probably have a couple more later. I haven't done mine yet. I'm actually on my way to the stage to watch the finals where my boy Momin, Donkey Nog himself, is competing to become the NA National Champion for the Digimon TCG. Huge shout out to him. He's gonna be in my deck profile because he was such a big piece of why I built the deck the way I built it. But we're gonna go support him. I'm gonna hopefully get some good footage of him playing, and it should all be lit. Let's go get it.
I grow older like the 4th piece of a clover. Luckier than us are staying out of my granola. Sunshine, sipping cola out in CO Boulder. If you listen to me, then I told ya. Flip flows, gassed up, spacing out the NASA.
All right, so y'all should have seen a fat roll of B-roll, or a fat clip of B-roll. So I'm arriving to the stage. The finals start in a little under 2 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can get a good seat. Maybe I can like con somebody into letting me sit like at the very front. Why is these lights so blue, bro? I'm about to pass by a goat right here. This is my guy. This is GFG Tyler. That's my guy. This is my girl. This is Meg right here. Here are the goats. How y'all doing? Can I sit over here? Yeah. Sick.
So I smoke the lust, so my brain is fried out. Hoping that my grandma never find out. But I'm still chilling here in my early 20s. wondering how I made it here from some rugged. So many days when it came and passed away. All those little stresses are just treasures of today. Caring way too much made me human. Yeah. I guess I like being human.
We've come to the realization that it's doggy dog world. It's not Taco TCG. It's not Veronica
sitting there with the long face. Never thought I'd see the other side of things. Now I see the other side of things. And we 24 going on 25. Growing up and we down for the ride. 1 hour hometown back from NOLA. Crunch time, baby, yeah, I'm eating my granola. So I spend a lot of time reflecting.
Play the game for you. What's a most memorable moment for you?
I mean, honestly, I think there at the end, just clinching it, in the last few rounds of Top Cut, I was like just getting in the zone.
We're gonna bring out our second place winner, and that is Moment!
Yes, sir!
The fan base, man. How you feeling?
A little bit bummed out I couldn't win the last one, but overall still really happy I get to go to Worlds, and thank you to everyone who supported me and helped me test and everything.
Yes, sir!
But yeah, congratulations. And as you guys know, the one at the top, let's bring out Onion! Congratulations, man. How does it feel?
It hasn't sunk in, but it feels good.
Congratulations, man. I've been asking him.
So all the competition side is shut down. Shout out my boy Lance, he got top 16. Y'all already know,
My boy here though got top 8, he the best.
Sean Schleight, you know what I mean?
Let's go.
Spoiler alerts.
Purple decks out here.
Oh, Nightmare. It's my guy right there.
I tried.
It's my guy. It's K2, guys. It's Mr. 5 checks himself. Nolan Card. Big fan.
Yo, what's up?
Look at who I found. Yeah.
I'm back.
This guy was on my channel. And is this the sister you were talking about?
Yeah,
all right.
Nick's sister.
All right, cool. So it's cool to just see familiar faces on the channel. So I turned off the camera to catch up with them because, like, you know, I want to do some non-camera stuff, and they just told me this. Listen, tell the audience.
So what we did is together we just won 3v3. We're from Kansas City. We played with another Kansas City person, and me and Nick through the whole 3v3 we went completely undefeated, and we got only top 16 of nationals get these packs, and we also got them.
I think actually top 32, but yeah.
Very nice. Well, congrats to both of you. That was cool that I just got to cover that. Wow. All right, YouTube, so a quick recap of the event. I got here Thursday night. I got here late, went straight to sleep, came in, registered, and I went and chilled, and we did like some 1.0 Omni like mirror matches. The event was dope. I think they're improving it every single year. The fact that the scale gets bigger and you can still like improve upon what might have been mistakes in a previous year, I think speaks to how much they care and how much passion they have for like making Bandai card games work. So I'm super excited about it. The spoilers have already happened. You guys have already heard it, but I did get top 8. So I got the top 64 playmat here, and this is like a top 16 playmat, I think. I got 3 of the championship packs because you get one at each top cut. So one at 32, one at 16, one at 8. And I got some Vmon that's in like Digicode, which is insane. This is my 3rd of 4 nats that I've topped. You can say I am 3 and 4, or I average nats top. I can't really say much else about it besides day 0. I really want day 0 for the competitive players, so we get a little bit more of the fest experience. Other than that, cue the deck profile. YouTube, Antics here with the Swollen, the Fraud. If you need the explainer, I am the Alpha Tamer. So this is different because this is only my 2nd actual vlog I've done for the channel, which is the content that I mostly want to produce. I think I've become known as like the IRL deck profile guy, which is fine by me because then I get like some of the exclusive like deck profiles. Like I got the NA Champions deck profile, which was sick. You guys have already watched that at this point. That should be the first video of all my national videos from the weekend. I'm back at the hotel room. I'm ready to give you guys the deck profile. Let's get into it. As always, every deck that I play is X-Antho body, so that's what this deck is. We're gonna start off with the tokens. I went with the classic Digimon cards for my tokens. I just thought these were cool. Magnemon's my 2nd favorite Digimon, so X. So I think this is what made my purple hybrid list, like, I guess the most unique out of all of them. I did 4 Sunomon and 1 Cupimon. So the reason I went with the 4 Suno, shout out to Momin, Donkey Nog, our second place going to Worlds person. I'm gonna shout him out so much because he made like 90% of my deck. The reason we opted for the Suno over the QP, one reason he gave me was so we could turn the new Koichi, the 4-cost Koichi, into a cycle, which was great. But the reason I ended up keeping it this way and not going like 4 here or any demi mirrors or anything is because I wanted to, in a format where your opponent can gain so much advantage over you checking the wrong thing in their security and you giving them extra resources to play the game, I wanted to make sure that my rookies would get value off of just existing rather than hoping that they would be deleted in security and then get value that way. So the Sunomon, in my opinion, was a far superior egg. Just having a rookie stay there and not having to swing at my opponent's security until I was ready to like finish the game was just really good. Recursion on this thing, turning the Koichi into a cycle, this card was just incredible for the deck. I would highly recommend if you like the dual color Koichi and you want to try a higher number on that. I played 4, spoiler alert. I would highly recommend this egg. QB was really good. This was good against the Mirage matchup. This wasn't, obviously, but honestly, this wasn't an issue in the Mirage matchup because I just wouldn't discard and cycle if they had Mirage on board, or if they did, I would make sure I was gaining enough memory to kind of offset the Mirage. So I would never change this. This was the perfect egg ratio in my opinion. My rookies were 4 Lugomons. This is why it's X-Antho Body. If there's an X-Antibody Digimon in it, the deck is going to be called X-Antho Body. Lugomon was really good. I really like against 7th grade Demon Lords specifically. You leave this guy on the board. Every time they Lucy Chaos mode you just let them delete the AG, and this guy just grabs the AG back. So it's like a infinite money glitch, so to speak. Lugomon, you guys know how I feel about Lugomon. I've topped so many events with Fenry type decks and SOC type decks. I'm obsessed with this card. I play it a lot and I'm praying it never gets hit because I love this guy. Then my other rookies were just the 5 Ukos. I don't have to explain those. And that's it for the rookies. A lot of people thought it was weird that I didn't play Gazimon. For those who like really know me, they know that I've always built my decks to just play my game plan instead of stopping my opponent's game plan. That's the way I play this game. And so I didn't want to play Gazimon. I have played it in past decks, but again, I'd rather just continue with my game plan rather than stop my opponents. For the hybrids, the other thing that makes my deck the most different from the other purple hybrid decks that topped, I played the yellow package. I played 4 of the Loey, 2 of the Kaiser Leos. These guys are just really good. This guy being able to delete a level 4 or lower when he comes out is just really good. It ends up being relevant in the mirror. It's relevant against a lot of rogue stuff. It's relevant against everything really. Red hybrid, Imperial. I played against like 3 Imperials. There'd be times where I'd just go into Velgar to pop a Pyodramon, and then I'd bring this guy out to pop one of their guys. And like it was like, okay, now you have to produce the other body to go into another jogger stack or else you lose. This guy is self-explanatory. The cycle is good. Being able to swing Evo Rihi, and now you're a jamming swinger, bringing out a free tamer is good. And then I played one of the OG Kaiser Leo. This card's cracked. It still evos for 2 over any purple tamer. And because you guys already know I'm playing AG because you saw the Lugomon, because I play the AGs in here, like he can go 2 over AG and like he ends up swinging for game a lot of the time. The card's just really good. It's fine at 1, I don't need to play more than that. For the reason I played the deck, Duskmon. This is my 3rd favorite Digimon. My first favorite is Alpha, of course. My second favorite is Magnamon. This is my 3rd favorite Digimon. I am obsessed with Duskmon. I always said as soon as Bandai printed Duskmon, I would play the deck no matter what, no matter how bad or good it was, I would play the deck. And the fact that they made it one of my 2 favorite colors in the game, I was like, it was destiny for me to play this deck. And the fact that I got the top playing with Duskmon was so cool. This card is cracked. You have to play 4. I only spent so much time talking about it because I love it. I played 4 Velgar. I know some people play 3, but you absolutely have to see it. So 4 is non-negotiable to me. 1 Jet Sylphie. That's one thing that my deck does that some of the other purple hybrids can't do. They can't play this card. And also Loey can recycle this. So if I go Jet Sylphie and then they get rid of the Jet Sylphie, if I go into Loey, I can just Loey Evo into it, get another recovery. It's great. For Rihimon, we need a decent amount of 5s because we play 6s, and 6s are a big part of what makes this deck work. So like you need the 4. It plays out almost every single tamer that's in the deck with the exception of 2, spoiler alert on those. There's no reason to not play this card. This card, it does a lot of work. For my 6s, we did 1 Syndrel. I considered 2, 1 was just fine. I feel like people say it often and I don't think they know what it really means when like a 1-of in purple is fake. It's so easy to have access to your 1-ofs. With that being said, when you mill your yellow cards, you don't have access to them anymore. I am thinking about playing a card to mitigate that, but I'm not gonna tell you guys because I might play that the next tournament. Cycling in purple, especially in my deck where every turn I can just keep an Ukomon on board, ditch a card off of the Koichi and cycle with the Suno. It's so easy to see this card. I also played 1 Shadow Serafi. Again, 1-of was just fine. A lot of skilled players play around aces really well. I didn't think I needed a second. It never felt necessary. It did win me a couple of games. Syndrel also won me quite a few games. So I thought the ratio at 1-1 was perfectly fine. And then 2 Venus. This card is insane. I had 4 different opponents at the end of our match said, man, if it wasn't for that Venus, like Venus won me so many matches, not just games, matches. Like I would go Venus game 2, win, Venus game 3, win, or Venus game 1 and 2, whatever. I went Venus so much. The card is incredible. 2 was the perfect ratio. You don't need more than that, but I would never play 1. And then for my last minute change, I dropped the Deity for the Death X. It won me games on like 3 different rounds. In a format like this, where everyone is getting a lot of development, they're putting just a lot of stuff out, Death X was great, but I also wanted it, this is gonna sound crazy, I wanted it because in a late game scenario where I'm going for a game, I liked not needing to Lugamon alliance with a hybrid that I was gonna swing with anyways, because that's just the same difference of swinging Lugamon, swinging hybrid. What I did in a couple of games is I would drop Death X, not for free, for like 3 or something, Jack Raid, gain memory, whatever. Lugamon's swing alliance with the Death X. Because the Death X can't swing, obviously, it has the summoning sickness. So, alliance with the Death X wasn't going to swing anyways. I just got my second check from that, and now I'm that much closer to game on that turn. I did that play maybe like 3 times. And also, sometimes Death X is just a blowout. You guys know about this card. In this version, we only played 3 Koichi because, again, our cycle comes from the 4-cost Koichi, so the 3 is just fine. In this build, once you see 1, you've seen enough. For Koichi is the reason I play the Sunomon egg, so it has to be at 4. For AGs, I didn't do Cracker Fang. I decided on AG because for 1, AG has an alt art, and it looks incredible. And for 2, I'm playing other memory tamers, so I thought AG was just better, the better option for me. And here are my memory tamers. I played 1 Matashita and 1 Takuya Koji. The reason I really like the Takuya Koji is because it ends up being like a pseudo Blitz Omni for game when you don't have Syndrel. You can evo one of your dual color hybrids over this, and when you pass the turn, use its end of turn to attack, and you attack for game. I think one play I didn't have any of my hybrids left in hand except for a Rihi, so I went Rihi, Tuck, Loi, Kaiser under this, and then I just went swing for game. Matt is self-explanatory. Most people play multiple of this card. I only need 1 in my version of this deck just because with the 4 Koichis, I can see my dusks more often than not. So I didn't need the mat to see the dusk over and over. But I did like using it to recycle Jack Raids. That was probably what I used it for the most the entire tournament, was just recycling Jack Raids. But the 1-1 was fine. I could see somebody adding either a second mat or maybe cutting this for the second mat, but I love this tamer. It was incredible. Also, Rihi can play this. 1 Louis. This was one of this and the mat are the 2 tamers that the Rihi can't play. It can play everything else. I don't have to explain the card is broken. I'm surprised it's still at 1. And then 2 Jack Raid. This version doesn't play more than 2. Like, you don't have the space. The space is so tight. Okay, so that was the deck. I probably already said this, but there's like virtually nothing I would change about the deck. The only thing I would want to try is I had like one tech idea that I told Huang Zero and Donkey Nog about that I might try, but I'm gonna keep it under wraps for now because I might try it and I think it could be really pivotal. So some closing thoughts, I guess. I think I already gave you guys like the recap of how I felt about the entire event. I thought it was incredible. It was extremely hard. Every player I played knew their deck so well. Every player I played was just incredible. I wish I could shout out and remember all the names of everyone I played, but I'm horrible with names. I just remember faces really well. Congratulations to everyone in the top 32. Congrats to everyone who made it to this national. Nationals. This was like one of our smallest, more exclusive nationals that we had. Shoutouts. First and foremost, God. I am very much aware that it is a privilege to be able to travel and compete in something that I'm so passionate about. I know there are people that are less fortunate who don't get to do so, so I don't want to ever take it for granted. So anytime that I record a video, I am always going to shout out God, because like without God, I wouldn't be here. The rest of the shout outs are gonna kind of suck because I know I'm gonna forget someone, and it's not because you're any less important than the people I do shout out, but it's because there's so many of you that made this journey of mine so special and so possible. Like, there's so many of you that it's impossible to remember every single person, but I'm gonna try my best. To the testing boys, that whole group, a lot of us topped this weekend. I have it in my phone here. Tyler topped, Joey topped, I topped. So many people from just that group topped, and like there's people I'm still missing. Everyone from that little testing group we have, a lot of us top 32, and like I'm gonna forget somebody. I just know I am. Shout out Momin. He gets a little special shout out from the testing group just because, like I said in the deck profile, like he built 90% of the deck. He built a considerable amount. I did definitely make it my own, but like he kind of sat me down. He said, hey, try this. This is kind of what you're looking for. This is what you're doing with it. I'm like, okay, I kind of mess with it. I test it. I never dropped a single game at locals across 6 locals I played in. I went completely undefeated, not dropping a single game. And I just stopped testing like early December because I can't remember when I'd stopped testing. I stopped testing because I'm like, I think I just have it. Like I'm good. There's nothing more I can learn. I just need to fine tune everything I already know. And it felt like that this weekend. I think I played extremely well. I didn't play perfect by any means. I think it's very difficult to do that, but I think I played well enough. Again, Momin, huge shout out. Congratulations on the 2nd place. What an incredible accomplishment. You've been grinding so hard. Super proud of you. I hope you get to see this clip. Shout out to NFD boys. Man, we're more than friends that play cards and play video games. Like we're really our family. One of my biggest support systems. All of you guys back home, the list is so long to name. Y'all all know who you are, NFD boys. The DFW community, I really think in Dallas Fort Worth we have one of the most competitive like local communities. Like so many who have come out of Dallas Fort Worth have like topped like Nats. We've had I think at least 2 Dallas Fort Worth players top every single Nats that we've ever had. We have several regional winners, OT Cup winners, toppers, all of that. You guys are incredible. Y'all are also a great support system. I felt all the love through Discord. You guys are awesome. Lastly, hopefully I don't get emotional. I really hope I don't get emotional. Shout out my girlfriend. You have been such a rock to selflessly allow me to do as much as I do in this game, because I've spent a lot of time trying to be good, trying to be competitive in this game, and that takes a lot of time from us, and I'm so aware of it. And like, you have shown the utmost patience, the utmost poise. You're a class act. You're a rock. I love you. Thank you so much for allowing me to explore this hobby and this passion of mine in the amount that you've allowed me to. Thank you so much. Thank you for understanding. I love you. Some closing thoughts. This one is going to be hard not to get emotional on. Ugh, don't cry. 2024 was hard. It was a really hard year for me. I lost a lot in real life outside of the Digimon realm. I'm gonna try not to make the video sad. I lost a lot. I felt this weekend being like the first real weekend of 2025. It's going into my birthday week. Like I'm not gonna tell you how old I turned. First week of the new year, birthday's in a few days. It's the real turn of a new year. I usually don't feel that like, oh, it's a new year. Like I'm not really on that hype train, but like coming off of such of a hard year and to start this year off the way I did, I couldn't imagine a more perfect way. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna celebrate with my lady, my friends, my family. Not only my birthday, but this huge accomplishment. I'm so happy. I'm so excited for this. We are still chasing that big W. I really want to win Nationals so bad. I feel like I'm so close to finally going to Worlds, and I want to just represent the country I'm from in the best way I can there. And I feel it. I think it's going to come one day. But for now, I'm going to settle for that top 8. And then I'm just going to move on to the next tournament. With that being said, YouTube, Antics here with the swole on, the fro on. And I already gave you the explainer, but I'm going to give it to you one final time in this last Nationals video, hopefully. I'm the Alpha Tamer. Peace.